Winning.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's episode of Greenlight Weekend Podcast.
Yo.
I don't know why I came in so hot.
I
Sorry.
like it.
It's fucking
like
Wednesday.
I feel the energy,
We're
dog.
excited.
Yeah.
And, yeah, if you've never heard this, it is vulgar. We do not mean what we say. And if you're easily offended, you should not listen to this podcast.
For sure.
I've already broke some hearts, hurt some feelings. So, check out a different podcast.
Yeah, I hope you don't feel differently of me.
If you have a super vulgar friend, tell him about it. Tell her about it. Tell them about it. We're having a good time.
It's just a good time area.
I don't know why this weird announcer voice came upon me.
I like
I'm
it.
watching the Super Bowl.
That's where it came from.
That's probably where it came from.
Weed and Super Bowl.
Weed and Super Bowl and
so
coffee.
If you're listening to this right now, you already know who won the Super Bowl.
Hopefully not the Patriots, but maybe.
Yeah.
It's a good game so far. It's the second quarter, 3-0. That's where we're at. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. And we've already recorded the podcast, so you're not going to get any more out of us.
No, it was mostly butt stuff.
Mostly butt stuff.
No, there wasn't that much butt stuff.
It's true, but
We talked about us
a boy can dream.
the last few weeks.
And
Some snowdown stuff.
yeah,
Had a special guest.
yes, we did. Towards the end there. So you got to stick around to hear that. Yeah, I might be in love. We'll see.
She's a superhero.
Phil's hair is really looking spectacular.
Oh, thanks,
We
man.
didn't really talk about that, but I just wanted to mention it in the
Oh,
intro.
man.
We don't have any sponsors, but I want to shout out Rio Suave Wines
Yeah.
Vineyards. Rio Suave Vineyards. Go
good
ahead
wine.
and it's lovely wine. Our good friend Tim Big Dick Martinez
Yeah.
is a co-owner in the company with his father. Listen to the Whiskey Reel, also Real to Unreal podcast. That's the other local podcast. We're trying to have a little Durango podcast team, a network, if you will.
Yeah. Shout everybody out.
We're working on that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. I feel like we had some relatively intelligent conversation there towards the beginning, maybe the middle. And then it really went downhill from there. Mostly butt stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find us at GLW_podcast, greenlightweekend@gmail.com, and Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook.
Yes. Make sure you shave your balls.
Yeah, and come to the open mic night tomorrow at the ranch.
Do it.
We're going to sling some jokes, and if you're pretty, sling some dick. You know what I'm saying?
And if you're ugly, I'll be in the corner.
I might sling some dick. You know what I'm saying? Thursday's my drinking night.
Buy me a shot.
Who knows? Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys. We love you so much. Oh, Hip Hop Trip on SoundCloud. Intro, outro music.
Always.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Every time.
Straight out of Norway, son.
Love yourself.
Flipping through the pages of a notebook, dope hooks, old school shit, get your dome shook, no luck. For you, can you feel what I'm saying? Rhyme slanging, beat banging from the pavement to the backwoods. Put your hands down if you're trying to act hood. I don't care about your steez or how you be swagging. Punks moving backwards, I'm sitting back laughing. Like what happened to the real? I be with that hip hop plus a hot meal.
Happy Wednesday.
Do you think they have all lesbian strip clubs? Or is just strip clubs are just for lesbians too? Well, that's I don't know where I'm going with this.
Maybe a ladies' night?
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. I was actually just watching Vice News, and they were talking about the strippers for the Super Bowl. And this chick, she was getting Bic lighters and printing out like labels with her picture on it. And I guess they cost her like 92 cents a piece to make, and she was selling them for $5.
Damn.
And her estimated like stripping for she was going to be in, Atlanta for 2 weeks. And she was estimating making $25,000.
Jesus. That's great marketing.
Well, and
everybody loves lighters.
The lighters are just an extra G or two, you know what I mean? But 23 G's for a couple weeks of stripping.
Damn.
For the Super Bowl in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's like more than I make. Or that's about what I make in a year.
Right. In a weekend.
Maybe two, but yeah, it was super interesting. And they were just talking about like the whole economy of it and just how it affects everything. And apparently Atlanta is like the spot for fucking strip clubs.
That's what I've heard. I've heard good things.
Yeah, and the big one, Magic City, that's like the most famous strip club, or one of them up there with like the Rhino.
Yeah.
They don't allow any like outsiders to strip on these big weekends because they want their girls to make all the money.
Nice.
But all the other clubs they had like 200 girls for this weekend.
Yeah.
gnarly, dude.
That's crazy.
So many girls.
Yeah.
And Vice is on HBO, so there's titties.
I wonder how much the club gets percentage-wise of their tips.
I don't know.
5 or 10%.
They got to pay. Each of them have to pay the city of Atlanta $270 for an adult entertainer's license, and I think that
That's not bad.
lasts a year maybe.
Yeah.
And no, that ain't shit. But I know she has to pay to dance and stuff. It said by the time she got there with traveling, and who knows how much was on clothes, but like hair and nails and shit, it was like $1,800 before she got on stage.
Yeah.
And then after that, like, she'd make that well over in a night, you know.
That's crazy.
This weekend. Super crazy. Makes me wish I was a hot bitch, dude.
You're a beautiful
a hot
man.
woman. A beautiful female.
There's not a lot of male stripping
For chicks.
job opportunities around
I
here.
think it's a lot for dudes. And I'm not into that, man.
You don't want to be a stripper?
Well,
You were about to sing karaoke the other night. You want to entertain.
I do want to entertain my man.
Put your dick in some bachelorette's face.
I would do that, but I feel like you're gonna have to go gay for pay at some point.
Yeah.
You know what and I'm not.
I'd do it, but I
that
look
desperate.
like Deuce Bigelow.
He killed it, dog. Just catered to all the chicks with Tourette's and holes in their necks
It's
and
been my whole life.
dick noses.
That sounds like high school.
Right? It's not far off. I wasn't like a sought after young man in high school. I'm still not very sought after. Every once in a while I get lucky, but in general, I feel like chicks don't really look at me, dude.
Seem to be hitting it off with Supergirl.
I'm pretty into Supergirl, man.
I don't even remember her name, so.
I'm not saying it.
Good, I was testing you.
Yeah.
I took some tequila and Brian took some marijuana.
Yeah, that was the inebriation break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, met Supergirl. She's a friend of a friend. Smart as shit. Pretty.
Seemed pretty smart for being a young lady.
Yeah, she's got like a music degree, makes money teaching music and stuff, so
Oh.
I'm pretty into that.
Can't believe she's only 12.
Yeah, it's an issue. And when I was ordering beers, she was like, Euphoria. I was like, you like Euphoria? There's just a bunch of moments like that throughout the night where I was like, I like this girl. You know what I mean? And then I was on my best behavior. But it was, the whole night is like me walking on a tightrope of like good behavior.
Yeah, I could tell you were testing the ice.
And then just
seeing where was
falling into horny desperation. Just, dude, over and over.
The whole time we were all together, you were throwing in, very, very mild dick jokes to see like where her line was. And
she has to be able to tolerate a few dick jokes.
definitely.
But that was
you're being a gentleman about
good
it.
bride.
Yeah.
That was really good bride. And if you, like, after you weren't there were way less dick jokes.
Yeah.
Like, I was just talking to her like a female.
Right.
But when
That's
you're
good.
there, there's gonna be dick jokes.
I'm glad that when I'm gone that you don't just keep talking about dick. Just your own dick.
Nah, you bring it out of me, man.
So how many dicks have you seen?
Me?
No, her.
That's a good question. I was gonna say, I don't know. I've been in some locker rooms for sure.
Yeah, I've seen. Goddamn.
I've probably seen more dicks in the last year going to the gym than I did in high school in total in the locker room.
Yeah. This old ass dude came into the locker room the other day. He had oxygen and like came out of the showers, and my locker was right next to his, and I was putting my socks on, and he just like
every time
walks up right next to me, and he's like like barely could breathe, and I was like, why the fuck do these old guys think that they could just stand here naked? And I looked over, and this little dude, like the size of Koelle's dad, had the biggest soft dick I have ever seen.
That's why.
And I was like, oh, yeah, because he's got a hog on him. I'd walk outside with that fucking thing. Right. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. I apologize. Touche.
I just feel like there's etiquette. Like if your dick is out and
he
I'm
was on
tying
oxygen
my
because
shoes,
of all the fucking that he's done in his 80 years.
I respect that. I really do. But if I'm tying my shoes, could you give me a sec before you come into my bubble where your dick is like face height? I hate it.
At that point,
dude.
he just did not give a fuck.
Right.
And I get it.
I'm at the point
it is
where
really
I like,
annoying.
once shit starts filling up, I just go to the other side. Just like, all right, you boys, fight it out in here. I'm going to go over here. Because it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, the rec center is the cheapest place
I know.
in Durango. Everything else is fucking expensive.
I think I'm this much closer to being able to have access to Durango martial arts, you know, pretty much like have keys to where I could go work out. And if I get to that point, I'm dropping the rec center because I'm just going to start doing like pull-ups when I'm going for morning jiu-jitsu and shit like that because you can get a good workout in.
I really like treadmill just because it's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make it harder.
Right.
But it's just easy to track and you can fucking watch stuff. And
that's the thing.
I'm excited for summer though. In the summertime, I want to run on the actual road and actually go run hills, be like Joe Rogan. Not to be a fanboy, but
I'm such a fanboy, dude.
We've got lots of good hills to run around here.
Yeah.
Just in my backyard.
Totally. Yeah. And it's so goddamn muddy right now.
Oh, fuck.
At least we have the river trail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's concrete.
Is it raining up where you're working? Or is it just snow?
It is so goddamn muddy, bro.
Oh, I bet.
It is no snow today. Just rain all day.
The rain all day just destroyed all the snow.
I was just in and out of ruts. Just moving forward slowly, trying not to go off the road.
Yeah.
I had to go around one dude. And it was like one side, his side is a cliff. And this side is a gnarly ditch that I'm not fucking getting out of if I get in. So it was just stressful. I folded in my mirror. We got real close.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
But the only issue with those is it always happens on a hill. And when it's that muddy, man, I can't stop that fast. And I'm really not going fast. But gravity just keeps pulling you down, you know? And luckily this dude, he was like stopped, put it in reverse, started backing up.
It's like quicksand.
Yeah. But there's a lot. I've come across or around a lot of corners where dudes just stop. And I'm sliding for a solid 10 seconds. And they still haven't put it in reverse. I'm like, fucking move. Go, dude. If we touch, this is thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, just touch, you know? And
that's the thing with newer vehicles. They're made to just explode apart.
And people just panic in those situations. And I guess I'm just so used to driving on shitty roads where I have good instincts, but it's always when I'm going downhill. Yeah. And I can only go so slow. Like, I see one car a week. You know, I can't just fucking drive around 10 miles an hour all the time. I'm never going to get anything done. Got to push the fucking limits, Phil. I felt good. I did a workout.
That's good.
I feel like, speaking of Joe Rogan fanboy, I laid out my Onnit mat and I pulled out all my Onnit stuff. And I was like, we're about to get a workout in. I have an Onnit ab wheel. Like, I have a fucking little home gym, you know? And it's nice. And the steel clubs I'm getting better with and shit. And I'm doing like Deadpool sword pull-outs, and I feel that shit in my back.
I bet.
It's badass, dude.
Nice.
I like it. I feel like those 5-pounders, if there was like a zombie situation, I would throw my shotgun on my back. It doesn't have a strap, but I feel like I'd MacGyver that shit.
Right.
And then I bet you could fuck up 5-10 people before you got too tired. And they're 5 pounds, you know? Like,
that would hurt.
And there's a ball, like where your hand is, so it's not slipping out. But the kettlebell, I need chalk. 36 pounds on like your last set of fucking cleans and presses. Like, I've almost dropped that motherfucker. No, it's just slippery. I almost dropped it like a couple times, and might go through my floor if I drop it from like up here. For sure. Just 36 pounds.
It's gonna be rough for sure.
Kill whatever's living under my house, hopefully.
You got stuff living in your house? Is it a ghost?
It's cold, man. You know, and there's a fire. But it's
There's definitely cats living under our house.
I don't think I have cats. I think
like
I have raccoons.
Every time I smell something weird, I'm like, fuck, what died underneath the house?
I do not want to crawl under my house.
Fuck no.
It's the only place there's life right now.
I've done it.
It's the only warm place.
Too many times with my dad.
Yeah.
And my dad hates it just as much as I do.
Well,
we would like
sucks.
get full painter suit and duct tape our wrist and our ankles.
So nothing
and
crawl
around our neck. Yeah.
Dude,
try our hardest. Because one day there was like this old doghouse up against my dad's trailer, and we pulled this doghouse away, and there was like this giant centipede took off. And after that, my dad's like, fuck that.
Dude,
we're gonna go get some painter suits. And we got all, I think they were painter
suited
suits.
Up. They were, yeah. Or it sounds like it. Yeah. If I had to guess, they have the hoods, and I have to wear those for work when I paint. You came with me one day, huh? That shit sucks. I have to do it all the time. I'm gonna have to do it this summer.
Our faces just had like brown across them.
I'm gonna have to do it again this summer. Yeah. I'm so not excited.
I'll come help you.
There's a few things I have to do that just suck, but my job is still worth it.
Yeah.
And on those days when the job is extremely shitty, there's usually beer drinking involved. My grandpa's there or some shit. It's not so bad. One time I was sleeping at my dad's house, and this was when I was still like primarily living with my mom, and I'd only be at my dad's house every other weekend. Yeah. So after Brandon moved out, I had my own room, and it just wasn't lived in enough. You know what I mean? And I think some bugs and stuff kind of got comfortable that there was an empty room at night and stuff. And one night I woke up and I thought I saw something. And you know, when you're a little boy, you get like 10 flashlights every Christmas. And I always had one by my bed, and I shined it on the wall, and it was a giant centipede. Ooh. And I was just like, it's not going to come at me. You know, I'm across the room from it, but all of a sudden I can't fucking breathe, you know? And I was like 8 probably. And I picked up a shoe. So of course I'm going to text said bug. It was pretty big, dude, from my memory, you know? Like, I was terrified. Yeah. And this fucking thing, I hit it as hard as I could. And I know I hit it. And it fucking ran down the wall.
Just disappeared.
And went under the carpet. And I was just like, ah! I woke up everybody in the house.
Like a horror movie.
Yeah, I was just like fucking hitting the floor. I was probably had a battle cry. Yeah. But, dude, I do not like centipedes.
Fuck no, I don't like bugs. I have a hard time with bugs.
Yeah, I have these spiders at my house. I haven't seen any this winter, surprisingly.
Me
in the
neither.
summer I've been seeing them.
I sprayed pretty good right before wintertime.
I didn't spray at all. Yeah. I shot back a shitload of them up though. I killed him when I saw him. But dude, I had this girl at my house one night, and we went in my room, and because we were fucking giggling in the living room till like 1:30, 2 in the morning, you know. Yeah. Usually I am asleep. So I'm guessing these spiders just came out every night, but they thought I was asleep or whatever. But I turned on the light, and there was 4 spiders like right above the bed. And she was like, I'm not fucking going in there. So, fuck. Getting cock blocked by
Boner
spiders.
Killer. That's never good.
I went and got a rag and just fucked them all spiders. Up. But they're not like poisonous spiders. They're just, in my opinion, probably the best insect control. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There's way too many of them, and they're nothing I really recognize, and they all look the same. Yeah. They all look the same. And they look like the spiders that Evan has at his house, and he is not concerned at all.
It was like those dock spiders on the marina.
Yeah.
They were always scary looking, but they weren't that poisonous. If you got bit though, you'd be a little irritated. Yeah, you could tell when you got bit. I got bit all the time because they would build nests in ropes, and then you'd have to go rescue this fucking old ass houseboat that hasn't been touched in years, and the fucking ropes were just covered in spider webs, and you'd like undo a knot, and there was just a spider nest in there, and just little babies pop out everywhere. Ugh.
I've had a few situations like that, especially fire extinguishers, and dude, at the lake, I blew out one of those hoses, and the fattest fucking spider came out. It was like a spitball, like what the like you heard it hit the dock. It was just like
fucked his life up.
I got him.
Those things were fat.
Yeah,
like, some of them would get like the end of this bowl, man.
Yeah,
this marijuana pipe.
Fuck, what were we? Oh, spiders. I've been bit so many times by spiders. Yeah. Like, generally, I think if you're sleeping and you get bit and stuff like that, you're most likely not gonna die. Yeah. You know, it's when you're fucking cleaning out garages, moving wood piles. Yep. Always be careful around wood piles. I mean, right now I don't worry very much because it's.
I still wear gloves.
Freezing. I wear gloves all the time.
It's a lot nicer.
I give myself splinters. So regularly.
I fucking hate that shit.
I'm just reckless with my hands.
There was a lot of black widows in Blanco. I remember.
Totally. I had a lot of black widows. I still see one every now and then, you know, whenever I'm like, I hate being in like Judy's shit.
I don't ever remember actually seeing a brown recluse. I just remember always being scared of them.
I think I saw a few like in my dad's shop, and we always had like 4 sheds, and one of them was never used.
Right. Yeah, that's where they hide.
Yeah. Whenever, you know, time came, we haven't used this for 5 years. We're going to use it now. Family cleanup. Yeah. We'd have to drill a hole in the wall and throw a fucking hornet bomb in there because there was just everywhere, bro. Yeah. And like, we did that so many times.
I remember when I was little, I was terrified of going into sheds because it was during like the hantavirus scare. When everybody was just, and you'd see I saw a dead mouse or a couple dead mice in the shed one time.
There's dead mice in every shed.
Yeah, and I was just like, we can't go in there. I was like trying to quarantine it.
Yeah, you just don't want to sweep it without a mask or something, you know?
Yeah, I think you really got to be getting down. And they probably have to be. I don't know. They have to actually be carrying the virus, I think.
Yeah, my shop out at work, my boss was like, I'll give you $300 to clean it out, like on a day off or something.
Yeah.
But dude, there are so much mouse shit in there. Like, I would need a full suit. I would want goggles, a respirator, like my respirator.
Just kicking up mouse shit dust.
The whole thing will be full, 100%. Like, I am not interested, really. I cleaned it up quite a bit. I'm trying to do it little by little so I don't have to go through the cloud of Hanta.
Right.
The Hanta cloud.
Yeah, wearing a respirator. Painter suit.
A nice respirator, yeah. Go ahead and tape off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I'm going to encounter fucking Black Widows.
Rip your suit. You gotta breach! You gotta breach!
That's what Gorilla Tape's for, baby.
Ryan's outside and we're spraying him down with a pressure hose.
Naked. Powdered sugar.
It's for your own good, bud. I'm sorry. This hurts me just as much as it does you.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. It's like almost half my rent, though, so it kind of makes sense. Throw a little cherry on top of that paycheck.
Fuck yeah.
Supposed to get a Christmas
It's always
bonus.
nice.
That didn't happen. Damn it.
Yeah.
Dusty gave me a Christmas bonus, but
Nice.
Mike said he was going to send me one. He did not. Oh, well.
He's got rich people problems.
Rich people problems.
Doesn't care about you.
It's okay, man. As long as I'm left to do my job, I'm a happy little camper. Don't got to worry about me.
Yeah.
I got a whole new perspective on life recently.
That's great, man.
2019's been good, man.
It has.
Just trying to focus on making it to jiu-jitsu, progressing, and our boy Brian Moberg is helping me a lot. And every time we roll, it is fucking chaos. It is fun. And he's like, dude, let's compete. I think I'm going to compete.
Nice.
He's like, you do fine. What are you going to do? Tap? Like,
Right.
worst case scenario, it's not like you're going to get head kicked or anything.
For sure.
You're just going to get tapped. And have you ever rolled with Griego? Like, nobody's going to be like that. I guarantee it. So it can't be that bad.
Definitely.
I'd have to find time. But we had a few girls competing yesterday. And that started the whole conversation.
Nice.
They do a Sunday morning 8 o'clock roll too. I think I might start trying to get to that.
Nice.
And just go to work after or whatever.
Yeah.
Depending on the podcast, like, this is my priority for Sunday or Saturday, whatever day we do it.
Right.
What are we talking about? What's going on?
Jiu-jitsu, man.
Jiu-jitsu, it
I've
is
been a
so
piece
fun.
of shit. Haven't gone in a very long time.
Yeah.
I suck.
It's okay, man. Everybody has our own path, and you get on it and off of it at your own pace. And comedy, I'm just thinking about comedy all the time. I'm writing a lot.
That's good, man.
It is fun. It's good.
It's
I'm
good
scared.
to have goals.
I'm pretty much going to just try to make myself go on stage every week, so
Nice.
better keep writing, because I don't know. I know there's a point where I'm going to have to pick some material and really hone it and work on it and sharpen it, but I'm going to try to, because I don't really remember my first set. I remember some moments of it. It was really off the cuff. Like, I was basically not there.
Right.
I was so nervous. But I was going to do it. Just keep your fucking mouth moving. You say funny shit all the time.
Yeah, you're good at that.
But just punchlines.
Don't worry about freezing up.
I never have punchlines, really. So I was like, just the whole time, just streaming consciousness and trying to form punchlines.
There's definitely a formula to writing comedy.
I'm going to buy some books. Just
even
comedians
online,
have written.
man. There's so much free content online that you can find where you can find all that shit in a book, or it's at your fingertips.
Right. I know.
You just got to watch out for people trying to sell you classes and shit, because
I'm not playing that game.
most people who are doing classes are not making it in comedy, and that's why they're fucking making money off that.
Right.
It's the same thing for like drop shipping and all the online businesses that you can get into. There's all these gurus on YouTube, and they're like, watch it, we can go from $0 to $1,000 in 7 days. And then they throw all these big words at you, and then at the end of the video, they're like, all right, so we can't tell you all the things you have to learn, so you need to go click down at our link, and it goes to a class that's like $1,000 to learn this shit. And it's just like, bitch, if you were making so much money doing that, why are you selling this course?
Yeah, you got way too much time.
Why are
on
you
your
trying
hands.
to, it's always the same shit. It's always the same shit.
Yeah, from anything I've heard about comedy classes, you'd want to do them in person, and their real value is allowing you to get stage time in front of your peers that are slightly...
It's like a public speaking class.
Right. But, I mean, I'm just going to try to use the ranch as that. I don't like the ranch historically, and I'm just going to try to make it my home, like in town, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's where all these people hang out, and those are the people I want to be around and fucking talk to. And they seem interesting as fuck.
Right.
Like, Eli's fucking the pizza boy.
Elliot,
Eli. I got the first 3 letters right. Maybe Elliot's with 2 L's. Shit. I don't know. He'll come on. Elliot Weber. He's a beautiful soul. That I don't know very well. And I think next week we're going to have Jacob Jonas on. He's a funny motherfucker. Either next week or the week after. I don't know. Snowdown's kind of got everybody fucked up.
For real. I've not really done much snowdown.
I went out 3 nights in a row, and then I felt real bad for my dog.
Just neglected. That happens in wintertime. Snowdown, especially.
It's snowdown, man. And I purposely exercised her, and I take her to work. I ran her across the ranch a few times today. It was so funny. Today, the snow was so soft because it was raining, and it stopped when I got there. So I was like, all right, go for it.
Yeah.
She got out in the middle of the field, and every time she tried to run, she'd sink like her front. So she just like face into the snow. And once you're out in the middle of the field, you got to make it back, you know? You're tired.
Yeah, playing ball with Brody lately has been pretty easy. Just kind of chunk it out there a little bit. She'd do it 3 or 4 times, and she's fucking exhausted.
Right.
Going through the snow.
My dog's an idiot. I just worry about her getting so far out there. And then she's like, huh? And I don't want her to hurt her hips again, like trying to get out of the snow, you know?
That's why we had to get Brody a life jacket for the lake.
Yeah.
Because if we threw the ball too far, she would not give up.
Right.
And she'd fucking drown herself.
Yeah. I found Shiva's life jacket. I'm excited about that. Find a way to take her on the jet ski.
Yeah.
Just straddle on the front.
We'll go camping.
Yeah.
Set up. Jet ski.
Love that shit.
That'll be fun.
Will be fun.
I gotta pee, man. Can we take our first break?
First break.
Or you can keep talking to yourself.
Nah. I think I could pull it off, but I think I'd have to be in the state of mind.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why it'd be nice to have a Jamie, a sound guy.
Somebody to talk to.
Or a Chin. Maybe we need an Asian guy.
Dude, I would like an Asian girl. If Supergirl doesn't work out. I think it might work out, but I don't know. I feel
thought
like
she was Asian.
Nope.
Damn.
Super white as far as I can tell.
I don't know what was wrong with me that night.
Sean Moe told me if I didn't try, he'd kick my ass or something. He was like, dude, she looks exactly like Supergirl. And he was dressed like the
Joker.
I know.
He was definitely kind of scary.
He was a little scary.
If you were like high as fuck coming out of a concert or something.
Right.
It was just you and him. And he started acting. Did you see that?
Sean Moe makes me a little nervous when we're alone anyway. Kind of like Pat when he's real fucked up.
Yeah, we should get him and Pat together. They'd say some pretty horrible things, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be
it's
hilarious.
Too much power in one room. We could control one of them. We can't get 2 of them.
I love looking over at your face when nasty things are being talked about.
Dude.
It's just like...
Sean Moe and Pat have probably pushed me further than anybody. Because I feel like I got to say something. It's our fucking show.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I'm glad he made us pull up pterodactyl porn.
I know.
Because now we know.
And now your computer has herpes. Pterodactyl herpes.
It's been doing all right. All right.
Prehisturpies.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey. We're back.
I have more tequila.
I do like tequila. I still have some.
Macampo. I'm so white.
I'm super white. I'm 1% Asian though, so
I would like to learn Spanish. I think it would be good to know 2 languages.
Yeah, considering my interest in women, it
probably makes you a little smarter, a little more intellectual.
Well, yeah, more, and I mean, Spanish is similar to a lot of languages around the world. Make you far more of a citizen of the world, and most places in the world speak more than 1 language, except here.
Yeah.
Only the smart people.
We speak America.
American.
America. Yep. Speaking about America, the Super Bowl's today.
Super Bowl is today. We're recording this on Sunday because we have fucking lives during the week. But we drop it on Wednesdays so we can make sure we're consistent.
So right now, you guys know already what happened.
Yeah, we got nothing. Not that... I mean, this is the only game I'm going to watch. And no promises that I'm going to watch the whole game.
Yeah.
I'm probably not.
Been very out of football lately.
Yeah. I haven't had TV. I watched fights last night.
Yeah, well, you can find it really anywhere.
I'm bad at that. Every time I click
Or go
on
to a
something,
bar.
every time I click on something, it's like virus detected. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you really just gotta find the apps
Right.
that allow you to watch it.
Yeah, I know.
Like I think the CBS.com and their app is free, but it's probably just for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Because they're making so much goddamn money off marketing, advertisement.
Right. That's badass.
Yeah,
That's cool when things do that.
for sure.
Like in other countries when like UFC's free and shit.
Mhm.
That's pretty dope. And I think boxing, like, I think we have like the highest pay-per-view prices around the world.
For sure. There really isn't anything that is pay-per-view anymore other than the UFC and fighting.
Boxing,
Yeah. And boxing.
Yeah, and
There's like, there's not pay-per-view football or basketball or like most of that is all
it's
free
all
content
advertisement.
through the cable internet.
Stuff to have cable service. Yeah, they have these packages and stuff that I've been thinking about buying, but there's always like 2 channels I want, and then there's like 2 channels on the other package.
Yeah.
Like, why can't they just all be on one?
There's
Like, I want 5 channels. Can I have 5 goddamn
Yeah,
channels?
there's a few other options for like internet online. I think like Sling TV, you can pick a few different channels.
Yeah,
And then I think Hulu does a live feature now.
yeah. I want ESPN, Viceland, Comedy Central. And with Comedy Central, like, I'd really prefer, like, I'm sure if you pay for that, then you get the app where you could,
Yeah.
like, go through and watch all the South Park and shit. But that's really what I want. And
Right.
every once in a while, there's a new show on Comedy Central that I'd like to watch. That's the only fucking place you can watch it. But Comedy Central's the best about, like, releasing full shit online.
Mm-hmm.
Except, like the Daily Show, you can get, like, 5 minutes of an episode, which is kind of bullshit. It helps me
Yeah,
stay.
you can get probably more on YouTube.
Yeah. That's what I'm basically going through. But I've been watching a lot of Vice News, and that shit is crazy, dude.
Yeah. There's a lot of Vice
It's so
documentaries
good.
that are good.
Yeah, and that's on HBO, which I already pay for. Have you watched Crashing, Pete Holmes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've watched the first season.
Yeah. Season 3 just started, and a new one comes out every Sunday. But
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking good. I'm
Yeah,
a
it's
big fan. Yeah, Vice News is fucking crazy. I've been learning a lot about the world. And they definitely lean a little left, it seems, but they're not hateful whatsoever. You know what I mean? They're just like getting stories, getting to the point. I had a bunch of shit I was going to talk about, but I can't remember where they were. Like Zimbabwe, maybe? I think is going through a big thing right now.
Yeah.
There was a dictator that was in power for like 37 years. Last year, or in 2017, at the end of the year, they got him out of office, and this dude was supposed to be like their fucking dude, but it turned out, well, the opposing guy says it was a rigged election, and he was just kind of honey dicking them. And then this year, they raised the gas and diesel prices 150%, and there's just been like protests everywhere. And how they're dealing with protests is they're just beating people to death and shit.
Damn.
Like the military.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
crazy.
To stop protests. And it's fucking gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
Like, civilians are getting shot. They're just going door to door and pulling people out of their houses at night when everybody's asleep and shit, and just like thousands of people are behind bars
Wow.
for protesting. And they're just beating the fuck out of people with like weapons and like,
Damn.
it's gnarly.
Yeah. Makes you feel good about being in America.
It is
But at the same time,
a beautiful.
you got to be careful because dictators, they still come to power somehow.
Yeah.
And Trump kind of has all those characteristics of becoming a dictator,
Definitely some of them.
you know?
Definitely check it off some things on the
And
list.
people get brainwashed into believing stuff,
Mhm.
and you can fact check most of the shit that he says, and it's all bullshit. Like, he just lies.
And it
He just makes shit up on the go, and like people like my grandma, and they're wonderful people, but they're full on Trump supporters, and it's like they just believe what he says. And
Well,
he's gonna turn America around, and
people are this whole I'm on this side or this side thing, just blind fucking.
yeah, and that's the scary thing about Russia is, if you follow the money, everything's about money,
Mhm.
and Putin is probably the richest person in the world. And
That's intense.
I mean, it's just,
Well, he basically controls anything he wants in Russia. He just throws
that's
people
what's
in jail
scary
and takes
about
their
him.
assets.
People are like, oh, well, who cares if Russia's fucking with the election? And it's like, if Putin has some sort of puppet that gets elected and starts fucking cutting or, getting better ties with Russia on the... I can't figure out what I'm trying to say here. Anyway,
He's getting in America.
If Trump is a puppet for Putin, like, that's what's scary about him colluding with Russia.
Right.
And, like, that makes sense. And that's why we're still with Saudi Arabia so much, is because they have so much money. And we're just getting fed Saudi Arabia and Russian, like, basically they're laundering money through Trump's campaigns and certain things.
Interesting.
His business dealings. And, like, I don't know, it's just scary.
That's definitely scary.
Because Trump, I mean, Putin, you got to be careful of, like, they know that they can't beat us in a military conflict, but they are getting better with actual hacking and the computer, the cyberspace stuff,
right?
And just using old espionage tactics.
Well, and
America.
The scary thing about Russians is they don't think like Donald Trump seems to. They're in it for the long haul. They are slowly gaining access to fucking databases and shit like that, and just slowly getting more and more traction. Or it's like what they do. You know what I mean? Like, have you seen The Americans? Where it's like two Russians, but they've been trained their whole life to be American, and they're just Russian spies, and it's fucking crazy.
I've heard about it, and I'm
watch
it.
I'm not saying it's 100% true, but it's pretty feasible.
Totally,
like, it
probably
makes
happens.
a lot of sense, and especially with just like all the online stuff, and even like the social media fucking tactics that have been like linked back to Russia, and it's just like, it's just noise. It's just white noise, but they're just like poking American buttons, that just like stirs up everything. Just dumb people yelling at each other online.
That's what I was originally trying to say, is to destroy a nation, you get them to turn on each other,
right?
And like and then you invade, and then you start taking military action. And so, like, if I think that's what Russia is trying to do, is to get us to completely turn against each other and start a civil war when it's totally possible. If you've seen all, like, the protest in Charleston and all that, like, people were fucking attacking each other. Antifa versus hardcore right, alternative right. And they were just, they were brawling. They were just there to fight.
Are Antifa the ones that were just getting fucked up?
Not really. They had bats and shit. Like, it was, but if it came down to it, an actual civil war against the alt-right and their machine guns, and Antifa and their little bats.
Yeah. I can't remember what I heard. I'm just now trying to keep up with
still,
current events.
Like, now, if everybody's focused on left and right, Trump, the wall, and, like, it just takes focus off very large issues that actually are happening.
Yeah, and the national security that we're pushing. Yeah, trying to keep poor Mexican people out.
It's crazy.
And
it's
all
ridiculous.
The El Chapo stuff, he was like, we're not even using the fucking border. Like, we're going around. We have submarines and planes.
That's the thing. It's,
like,
and everybody's worried about terrorists. Well, in, I think, 2007, there was only 6 people apprehended at the border on this suspected terrorist watch list. Mexican border, but there was 46 at the Canadian border.
Crazy.
And it's just 6 suspected terrorists are coming through Mexico a year. And that's the thing, most drugs are coming in through legal ways anyway. They're not really going around the wall at one spot.
Right.
Like, go to the end. That's what Trump, and it's just funny, like, Trump's explanations for things.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Very, simple.
His latest is there's prayer rugs found at the border, and the cartel have bigger and better vehicles than our border patrol agents. it's just like, it's like he watched Sicario
Mm-hmm.
and then went and did a press conference.
Right.
Because like that's the exact scenes that were in Sicario. And then his own White House officials were like, I don't know where he got that from.
Really?
We didn't find any prayer rugs or anything. And he like gets on camera and makes shit up. He's brilliant, and this is how dictators come into power. And then, that's scary. Like, we could go into a civil war.
And the fucked up thing is that a lot of people that depend on the news for their all their information and expect Fox News, because if they're diversifying, like I watch some Fox News, I'm watching some CNN, I'm trying to diversify, get different points of view.
CNN is definitely far left.
Oh, totally. But at least there's like some calling out going on Fox News. They're like, President Trump has done it again, people. He is our savior. You're just like, and if that's all the information they're taking in, and they just listen to fucking country music stations, like, if they're not looking this shit up, why do they have any reason to believe otherwise? Because they're not gonna air that fucking.
It's been happening for a long time, generations and generations. And Roger Stone has been involved in all of them, and that's what's funny.
I've actually
like Nixon.
Didn't he just get?
He just got indicted. Yeah. He's like a Batman villain. He's a crazy fucking dude.
Gotta love it.
I watched a documentary on Netflix the other day, and it was crazy watching because it was definitely before he got arrested.
Yeah.
And they're just talking about all the shady things he's done since the Nixon administration.
Mm-hmm.
Just like psychology based, and how he helps dictate elections and how he got certain people elected.
Right.
It's crazy.
I saw.
He's a con artist.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They covered it for like 5 minutes on Vice. But
Yeah.
I didn't. I think that was right about the time Whitney hit me up. I was like, hey. And then I think she just needed a way to dip out, because right when I got there, Whitney just disappeared.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like, well, do you want to hang out with me? Like,
me and Koelle were just not feeling like going back into town.
I figured you weren't.
Like,
if I would have had luck in finding like a good party or something, I would have hit you up. But
right.
It was really, I was just fucking following this girl around. It was fun, Yeah, I don't know. It felt like a good time.
Yeah, that's good. As long as you had a good time.
And then she hit me up after it, so that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Pretty girls get me excited. And the more I think about it, the more it would be nice to have. That's the problem, though. It's got to be like a girl I could see myself actually doing something with. Because once you start banging without rubbers and stuff, like, you really got to consider where that could go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be a chick that I could be into long enough. Otherwise, I'm just going to come on here and start talking shit. Probably.
After a certain age, would you think about just getting fixed? I say that in the best way to anybody who's been fixed.
Maybe
Dad.
if I had a couple kids. I mean, if I don't have kids, who cares? Just don't raw dog girls you wouldn't, that aren't.
Yeah,
attractive.
but it's still that possibility that you end up like fucking Theo Vaughn's dad.
Yeah, it's true.
Banging a 30-year-old when you're 70. Just like, fuck.
It's not so bad. We got Theo Vaughn.
For sure. For sure, but that's, yeah.
It's a tough road.
So I was going to say, like, it wasn't fair to Theo Vaughn, but Theo Vaughn wouldn't be the person that he is and famous without
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Who do I say?
Yeah, his fucked up life made an awesome fucking dude.
Very true.
He's very entertaining. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
He brightens my life a couple times a week.
Yeah, for sure. We've said a lot of bad things about ourselves on this podcast, but we would be fucking boring if we didn't have any of these experiences.
I didn't know what else to say. That's all I had.
Right.
It's just like, I'm going to go ahead and act like I'm in a confession booth. There is a dude jerking off in the next booth over, just listening to all the terrible shit I've
Cheese.
done. Reverend Cheese.
Reverend Cheese.
Priest Cheese. I don't think reverends fuck kids. It's priests, right?
I don't want to fuck kids. I don't want to be a priest.
Well, that's Catholic.
Yeah.
Is where you confess. So I was painting the whole picture.
Yeah. I'll be one of those like really progressive churches. We're not like full on Catholic, but we still do confession.
Well, who knows who's
still
listening
got
to
really
this.
creepy.
I hope somebody's jerked off to this, just for our fucking record.
Jerked off while watching it,
yeah,
or listening.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, if the sound of my voice turns you on, I'm into it. I mean, just
Well,
don't
then you really should be a cam boy.
don't come after me. No, I don't. Maybe we'll
It's the
see.
Same.
We'll see where my life
Same,
goes.
same.
Same.
You just got to be more interactive with them. Like, ooh.
Right, but I don't know, man. I couldn't even sing karaoke. I don't know if I could helicopter on camera. Don't get me wrong, I fucked on camera, but I was real drunk, and I kept that shit. You know, it wasn't.
Yeah, you were drunk.
Wasn't
I
being
remember
shown
holding
to
the
my dad.
camera.
I appreciate that, man. I wanted to remember, you know.
That's what friends are
I
for.
knew she wasn't gonna be around forever. Gotta lock those memories. I don't have any sex footage of me and any girls, I don't think.
I do. I have a whole collection. You see that filing cabinet over there?
You make any money, dog, I'm gonna need a kick down.
The third drawer down is all solos.
We've always
of
been
myself.
50-50, dog. I'll be the talent, you be the business.
All right.
At least until Koelle's cool with you doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
There's a
wants
filing
to see
cabinet.
anybody fuck, you know? That's what I hear. I need to watch Zack and Mary again.
It's a good movie.
I watched it recently with a lady friend, and then we fucked. It was pretty good.
Really.
Yeah, I was pretty drunk.
Did you guys do it over the coffee pot?
I don't think so.
Just like,
I think we just went and had some vanilla ass sex.
take my cappuccino.
Nothing. It was nothing sexy. It was nothing funny.
No.
You know, we laughed.
Well, that's
kept-
not funny.
Was getting the house warm. Well, I fucked hard. It
Yeah.
was good. I bet it looked funny. I was hammered.
Do you think you make a funny face when you orgasm?
Probably.
I think I do.
I saw
Because
videos
Koelle
of
laughs every time.
Is that a true story?
She's laughed quite a bit.
Yeah. She has
has-
no problem laughing at you.
Yeah.
I love it. She has no problem laughing
She's
at
definitely
anybody.
commented.
Apparently she's fine with it.
And I neigh like a horse.
I saw a video of me rolling the other day, and I was making some pretty funny faces. So I can only imagine when I'm fucking and it's dark, especially when I'm drunk. I'm starting to get a cramp. You know, you're leaning on one side harder. You're like, ah, because I've been, you know, with all types of different like.
You really start getting into it with that porn star figure.
Right.
The porn star moves.
I'm starting to look good, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I could be decent on camera. Maybe fast for a couple days. Really suck it down.
Get tight.
It would be hard not to, like, if you knew you were going to be on camera, not to do something slightly dramatic. Just
Mhm.
try to. You'd still want to keep your energy high, you know?
Enemas.
Why?
Clean
Coffee
that shit
enemas.
out.
Yeah. Coffee enemas really boost your energy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
saw-
about.
I don't remember what they were talking about. Some sort of enemas. Maybe coffee enemas on Kill Tony.
Really?
And Jeremiah Watkins made I did it first. The coffee enema Folgers. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your butt.
Oh, that was us first.
It was definitely us
I
first.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw that and I was
That
like,
was
those
me.
motherfuckers are still in our jokes.
Yeah. Too bad.
That's okay.
But, you know,
That
it
was
was
like
here. It was
who-
here on the
anybody
Greenlight
coulda-
Weekend first.
anybody.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
an easy one.
That's easy.
When if the words coffee enema come up, somebody's
That's
gonna
why
say that.
A lot of good comedy is very personal.
Right.
It's not just actual or, you know. But I mean, that's pretty personal. What's more personal than a coffee enema?
It depends on how famous you are. I feel like you hit a level of fame where you're just like, yeah, I'm fucking putting in young people's blood every week. Coffee enemas 3 times a day. Obviously, I'm trying to live good.
You know, just drinking cups of coffee.
I feel like
Unless
Marky
you're
Mark could
you're
totally
trying
be
to not
like
stain your teeth. That would be the only
a hell of a
positive, I
reason.
think.
I feel like Marky Mark could come out tomorrow. Or if The Rock was like, hey, everybody, just got my 3rd coffee enema done. And I can't tell you how great I feel. I feel amazing. I got intravenous stem cells, and I didn't feel anything compared to this coffee enema. You know? I bet coffee enema stock would go through the roof, dude.
Coffee enema stock. I wonder if there is any coffee enema
I don't
stock.
know, maybe just coffee
like
stock.
a company.
Like when 50 Shades of Grey came out.
just
and
seems
all the
like it's
rope sold out in Home
Not
Depot.
good for you. I don't think enemas are. I don't think you're really supposed to.
Well,
squirt
definitely
water in your
colonics.
ass.
I think colonics are like really stripping your body of like what it's made up of, like, you know. But maybe if you're just a fat piece of shit that eats fat all the time, Maybe you should clean that out and then just go on vegetable diet for like a week and then build, maybe if you're trying to start over. But if you have a good gut biome and stuff, it seems like a risky move.
Yeah, I just think about the hoses on the shit pump barge that when we were young kids,
right.
we were pumping shit out of houseboats.
Been there.
Like how gross those looked. Like that's probably how your colon is.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff gets caught and stuck.
I feel like you can just make a giant vegetable shake, like the Hulk load shake Joe Rogan makes, and he's like, man, you better find a bathroom and it's all coming out.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how you clean
fiber good.
I feel like that's how you clean your colon out.
It's a little bit of coconut oil,
some a little bit of protein, and then just fiber on top. I feel like you will definitely clean your shitter out.
Well, if you catch anything from listening to this podcast,
don't be a
fat piece of shit.
Well, if you want to be a fat piece of shit, that's okay, man.
It's hard to not be a fat piece of shit sometimes.
I know, but
because there's just so many.
You just gotta start slow, and once things become part of your life, then you add on to it. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to do. Things like exercise is no longer an option. Like I have to exercise 4 days a week minimum, and I don't always have to go to the gym.
Mine's more just mood.
Yeah,
I feel so much better, and I don't have anxiety when I work out, when I run.
I'm single as well, so I know how I can look when I exercise 5 days a week, and if I don't want the first time Supergirl sees me naked for me to look like shit,
nice beer belly.
Yeah, I want to look good, dog.
Yeah,
gotta,
trim your bush.
That'll seal the deal. Yep,
that's definitely.
I'm on that bush trimming game for sure.
It's gotta look neat.
When you meet a pretty girl, well, I don't know, I guess, well,
and you show her your dick right away.
No, I did not do that. Got close. She went back to my truck with me. I almost pulled it out, but I didn't.
Just thinking about pulling your dick out in front of this hot piece of ass?
That was going on, kind of. But I was too sober.
I was way too sober.
Yeah. I was way too sober for that. I was sober as shit, which helped me be on my best behavior, but also made me slightly bored in my mind.
I'll look over at Silent Bob and see if he thinks it's a good idea.
She was not impressed that I wasn't dressed up, though. I should have just put my gorilla onesie on. Cut a sheet in half and wore it as a cape.
Yeah, I was not into it this year. And that's the easiest one to do. Comic-Con's pretty easy. We could have done Jay and Silent Bob. And we should have.
I wouldn't. Where do you buy a wig?
Online.
Yeah, but I
everything
wasn't that
online.
good
That's
about
what I'm
it.
saying. We should have planned every goddamn year.
Yeah, but the last few years, my girlfriend, my ex, bailed all of us out. Just like, I got 10 costumes in the box. What do you want to be?
I liked being the bear.
She's like, how about a bear? Just like, okay.
They drew on my face with Sharpie.
Yeah.
I had bear nose for like 3 days.
Dude, everybody's been that bear. James was the bear. You were the bear. I think Evan was the bear one year.
Koelle was a hunter.
Ah,
that was fun.
We had some good times. That chick was definitely not all bad. She was a great person.
No.
And fucking handy come costume time.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that as much until Snowdown. I was like, there's not one piece of a costume in this goddamn house.
Didn't even have a Spider-Man shirt or anything?
I had a Deadpool shirt. I wore that. But it was cold. I was wearing my jacket the whole time. Everywhere was so packed, there was nowhere to put a jacket.
Yeah. Some people were pretty dressed up.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, seemed annoying after a while.
Totally.
Being that dressed up.
I don't know, man.
But it's fun.
I felt like a curmudgeon, you know, when we went to 8th Ave Tab. Because it was fucking midnight. Everybody's fucked up wearing costumes. I'm sober because I'm driving home, and Snowdown is no time to fuck around with those lines.
Not at all.
Especially at 1 a.m. And I was planning on getting this girl home safe, so I was like, I'm definitely going to be on my P's and Q's, you know? And
you're a good guy.
I'm a really good dude, but I still had to go save James, too, because I knew he was fucking hammered.
Was he in a ditch somewhere?
No, he was at the theater. Pretty close, though. Have you ever put your face on the couch at the theater? It's not great.
No.
That's James's option B, but at least he's always got a place, you know?
That's how you get hepatitis.
Well, he stashes a blanket and a pillow somewhere. I don't know. That's his second home. At least he has it.
A little blankie. Hashtag love James.
Hashtag love James. I love James. I went and saved him. He took a big swing with a girl and it did not go well.
Well,
And she texted me afterwards
you
to let
definitely
me
miss
know.
every shot you don't take.
Yeah, she was basically like, will you tell James to never do that again? Okay.
Well, now you know, James.
It's a small town. He does not listen very often, but I don't think he's listened for quite some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Hashtag fuck James.
No, man, I'm putting positivity out in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
And he
Me
hasn't
too.
pissed me off recently. He's been a really good friend.
That's good.
The whole drive home, he was just like, Brian, I can't believe you're here, man. It's like, I told you I would take you home. Like, I stopped drinking hours ago. And he's like, last person I expected, man. Last one. I was like, I'm a good friend, you fuck.
You're always the first person that I would expect to take people home, unless you're hammered.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you don't give me any notice
You're a great drunk
whatsoever, I really try not to. It's not happening.
That's horrible.
It's not happening on Snowdown. And don't drink and drive much. If you take a couple hours off, like I took fucking 3 hours off at least. And I wasn't even trying to get laid, man.
People push it around here. That's why everybody has D-dubs.
Yeah. I don't want that. I will lose my job.
I have not. Knock on wood.
I get a D-dub, I don't have a job. Like, I can't
Been
fuck
pretty
with
good.
that.
But it's just still, like, you could be completely fine and if you have to blow.
A cop.
If you
to
have to
get
blow
out of
a
it,
cop, yeah.
do it.
If they give you that option.
How much is your mouth worth to you?
$10,000 or a blowjob.
You can get a bottle of mouthwash for $8.
You're not gay.
That's that good.
It does not
too.
make you gay.
You want the one that burns. Don't get the alcohol free. Get the full strength mouthwash.
What's the worst that happens? That you find out you like to suck dick?
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Gay people are awesome.
You get out of a really big financial hole,
right?
and you find out you don't like sucking dick.
It's true.
Like that confirmed it. That's pretty rough.
Saw a friend this weekend. Pretty sure he's into sucking dick.
What's his name? James.
No.
Boom, roasted.
It's one of the funniest things to do. Roasted.
I'm just kidding, James. I know you don't suck dick, and if you do, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Got a big dick. You suck dick.
Big Dick McGee.
Big Dick McGee. Dusty went up to Tim a couple days ago and he's like, well, if it isn't Tim Big Dick Martinez. He's like, you should have seen him. He blushed. It was beautiful.
I bet he did.
He's a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
I was kind of trying to make him blush when I said it on the podcast, but I was like, oh, this is funny. And I just said it. Once
You
this
really
mic
just-
is in front of me, there's not a
Yeah.
lot of filtering.
Once you just start the podcast off with a dick joke, you know where it's going.
Downhill.
Yeah.
Downhill like a fucking snowball that's out of control, man. It's taking out houses, relationships, fucking.
You haven't lost a house.
No, but
You had to move out of your house for a bit.
just for a
I
minute.
don't think that was because of the podcast.
No, but the podcast really gave me the courage to take that next step once
Yeah.
I started really being myself.
That's good.
And the funny thing is, this isn't me in person. It is with you.
Yeah.
But not with anybody else. Maybe Evan. I've really stepped up my vulgarity with Evan because he's stepping up his, and I really respect him for it. I've opened his mind up a lot when it comes to the vulgarity department.
Definitely.
And he's way more open to like butt jokes and
Butt jokes are funny.
yeah. And when he throws them out there, they don't always land. It's hilarious. I love it when somebody tells a bad
Like,
like,
miss every shot you don't take.
goddamn right. You know how many I missed? A lot.
Yeah.
Every
Definitely I have.
dude, so many like just super inappropriate times to tell a dick joke that would have worked if it was funnier, but nobody
Or
like
just me.
caught it. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was rough. I've had some rough fucking
Yeah, you definitely
social
gotta.
situations.
I feel like I'm pretty good at being a chameleon with
It's only when
the
I'm
tone
drunk,
of
like really drunk. It's always the end of the night, like
Well,
right
when
after I should have gone to bed.
I definitely have that threshold
Yeah.
where where I'm sticking my ass out the window and spanking it down Main Street.
I was pushing it.
That's where I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
That was Snowdown.
Yeah, it was Snowdown.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
almost
remember.
positive.
I don't even remember.
Or it was like our first weekend here, wasn't it? Or
There
our
was
second
people
weekend?
dressed up.
There
It
was
was
a lot of shit
either
going on.
Halloween or
Oh,
Snowdown
I think it was New Year's.
or New Year's.
Because it was like right when we moved here.
I just remember sticking my ass out the window.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was cold or warm.
It was winter. Yeah.
It was winter
It was
time.
right when we moved here.
Yeah.
I was positive. I don't know.
It was fun.
Could be wrong.
A lot of people saw my ass.
Yeah, we've been here for 6 years, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It is fucking, it's cool, man. And my goal was to only drink 3 days a week. I'm saying the week starts on Sunday for me. And it's Super Bowl Sunday, whatever. I'm not making excuses. I drank 4 days this week or last week. It was snow down, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't get drunk any night. I just drank, you know?
Yeah, that's one thing. I haven't had to take a shower nap in a very long time.
Yeah. I'm not a shower napper, really. But once I'm throwing up,
There's
shit
just-
gets weird.
Yeah, a point where you know you're going to keep throwing up, so you might as well regulate your temperature of your body. Like, you can get the perfect temperature.
Yeah, man. I haven't thrown up in a really, really long time, luckily. But maybe it's because I built my tolerance up.
It's only
so
when
high.
I mix. Some fight nights,
Yeah.
I would get torn
Well, you live
up.
with Koelle, so you have wine and tequila and whiskey.
Like Brian Callen.
There might be.
Or Eddie Bravo.
Yeah.
I get very Eddie Bravo-ish
It's good shit.
when I get drunk. I get happy.
You're
And I'm happy to
drunk.
see people.
I know. I'm always surprised when
I
you're
can't-
like, I was fucked up, because you always disappear right when you feel that line, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you're like in the bathroom or whatever. But up
It's
until
only-
that point, I'm like,
I don't get sick until everybody's gone.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have 3 or 4 more drinks with Koelle. And I'm like, blah. I
Yeah.
don't feel good.
I have that problem, man. I'll go home and drink another couple beers. That's why I know if I get in bed, I can just fucking, once I lay in bed, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm in bed.
No,
you
I'm
know?
definitely a happy social drunk.
Me too.
I'm not some people get mean and scary when they get drunk and they want to fight and shit, and they have their ego really comes out. I'm like I get more like a baby as I get more drunk,
Yeah.
to the point where I'm crying and throwing up and maybe shitting my pants.
Yeah. I rarely get, like serious, you know, like where there might be a potential of me being violent or anything. It's rare, but it depends on where I am.
In a crowd, for sure.
Yeah, but
I've definitely
or you know,
hit
if
that
we're
line.
here and somebody starts talking shit, or at Evans and somebody's, you know, these places where I kind of feel like I'm, you know, they're my homes, like different
Yeah,
extensions of my
I take
home.
that back. I'm definitely not violent unless people start becoming aggressive towards me and start giving me shit.
And anywhere that it's not my place, like if I'm at a random house party or anything, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I'll just back off. I'll find somebody
Definitely.
else to talk to. But if it's like here or at Evans, I'm like, especially at Evans, I'm like, I
Right.
gotta protect my friends. Like none of these dudes could fight at all. And I would hate for somebody to get hurt. And you know, I'm not one to provoke it, but
you know that it's not good to fight.
No, and even Fridays, some dude just kept getting a little handsy with Supergirl, and I wasn't like, hey, she's mine, bro. She was just like, dude, fuck off.
Right.
And he was wearing a big jacket, and I was like, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you, dude. Like, please. Like, if
Just
you touch
standing
her,
collar choke.
if you touch her, I will fuck you up so quick. And I was definitely, you know, but it's nice to feel like I could defend
Right.
somebody. I'm not trying to provoke any violence, but you
Well, and
don't get creepy with
that
the
gives
chick,
you the
man.
option of being the calm one.
Right.
Being like,
I
let's
will be
not
the calm
do
one.
this.
Yeah.
Like, let's not be the. But people push it, and
Yeah.
alcohol brings that out of those type of
Mhm.
people.
Dude,
And that's where I'm not. I'm not an instigator at all.
Me neither, yeah.
Like the dude at the strip club in Vegas when he
Mhm.
burnt my fucking arm with the
Right.
cigarette. Like,
Yeah, if it happened to me, who knows? You know,
And-
I don't think I would have fought him. I think I would have reacted very similar.
it was just
to you,
yeah, the fact that
just like get the fuck.
he was just
away
being a
from me.
douchebag. I think
Yeah.
he was telling me to put dollars in girls' pussy.
I think so
But he's
too.
like, I'm gonna dumb pussy. I'm like, what? I can't hear you, dude. Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah,
And he just leaned in and burnt me with his cigarette. It's
Yeah.
just like, okay, seriously, bro. Like, now you gotta fucking leave.
yeah, yeah. That was weird. Yeah, and it's I don't know. I feel like it's just nice to kind of have. I understand consequences of violence, and I also understand, like, especially like a drunk dude's tendencies. Like, what's his first move gonna be? Like, I can block a haymaker pretty
It's
easy.
always a
Yeah,
haymaker.
I know.
It's always a right haymaker.
Yeah.
If somebody actually stances and doubles up to you and starts bouncing
somebody
around.
double jabs. You might have a problem.
Oh, fuck.
Better get a hold of that motherfucker.
Yeah, we gotta go to the ground.
But yeah, I was already, dude, because I don't know if he saw me. Yeah. That was the whole thing. And
People
he was
that
just
think
like
they
trying
can fight,
to dance up on her,
and they're
and
just strong.
Just like, yeah,
and like they telegraph stuff so easily.
Me,
it's just
yeah.
But
Not if I went for a jiu-jitsu
Those people
thing.
haven't even had one kickboxing class. Like,
but in my head, I was like, I'm grabbing that collar, and I am like, worst case scenario, I'm gonna short elbow the fuck out of this dude in the face. But best case scenario, I'm just gonna grab his other side, just fucking, and I bet he's out. Like
totally.
Or he's not fighting. You know, I've been there. It's terrifying.
You have a lot of control.
Definitely, I've more control than like he would have had if he decided to have a problem with me. Yeah. I was talking to Moberg the other morning. And he's like, I was at the bar last night, man, and this bouncer was having a problem with this dude, and he was just way bigger than the bouncer. And I was just drunk enough that I stood up. And he was like, whoa, what am I doing? He's just like, this is not my fucking problem. Obviously, if shit goes down, jump on his back and choke his ass out. Like he's a purple belt. He's going to fuck that dude up, most likely, if he's not trying to hit him. But just... yeah, getting involved in something like that. Like, what if nothing happens and then he sees you bowing up to him? Now something's going to happen, you know?
Pulls out
like,
a knife
stay
or
calm.
a gun.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. That's what's scary.
Yeah, that happened to me at the balcony one night. I was smoking weed out on the balcony, you know, like you do. And just by myself, minding my own business. And then the bouncer was like this little bald dude. And he was trying to throw out this dude that was way bigger than him. And this dude was just like, he was big, dude. I was intimidated.
Like
as
Pat
fuck.
Big?
Well,
Sean Mo Big?
But built more like Zach. You know what I mean? Like a little skinnier, but broad as fuck. He looked like he wasn't going to gas real quick. You know?
Definitely.
He looked like he'd lifted a few weights in his day. And this little bouncer he was like, dude, I just need you to leave. And he's just like, but you got to tell me why. And was like getting in his face and shit. And then like a few people started getting around me. And we were all just like, this dude starts swinging on the bouncer. Like, I'm going to get his neck and you kick him in the knees. You know? Like, he's a big fucker. And we all recognized it. But we all kind of started looking at each other like, you got me if I jump in there? Yeah. Like, we're going to need teamwork to bring this big fucker down. But luckily he left. And because then his friend came out and he was big as fuck too. So then we're all like, maybe we should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, big guys are scary. It's a lot of fucking mass.
Yeah, man.
Like, what's that guy's name on Game of Thrones?
Oh, the Mountain.
The Mountain? Have you ever seen that clip of him and Conor McGregor just kind of slap boxing?
Yeah.
It's fucking scary. He's huge compared to Conor McGregor.
Yeah, he was the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
Built like a goddamn...
Conor's just trying to, like, get in and get out. It's fast. Quick.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest fighters in the world.
Arguably, for sure. Definitely.
If they were actually going, you know, to the death, I wonder how it would go.
Was Conor the first champ?
I think so.
It's badass.
Was it?
Pretty sure.
Well, didn't BJ do lightweight and welterweight too? Maybe he wasn't champ at the same time.
Didn't BJ fight at heavyweight?
I feel like at one time, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Might have been BJ.
Or light heavyweight.
Maybe.
I think he fought Lyoto Machida at light heavyweight or middleweight.
I thought it was heavyweight.
Maybe.
I could be wrong. Either way, he's a goddamn legend.
Those fights were pretty good last night.
Dude, last night was a night of fucking jiu-jitsu beauty.
I guess Saturday night. To all you people listening.
Oh, yeah, it was Saturday night. It was... If you're into jiu-jitsu and you have ESPN Plus, you should check it out.
It was Brazil.
Yeah, it was Brazil.
Lots of fucking jiu-jitsu.
The Charles Oliveira fight, he came out. Sorry. He's against this kickboxer dude. He's badass. And Charles Oliveira has the most submissions in UFC history. And first, like, 10 seconds, this dude, he threw a head kick and kind of missed and went to push him. Charles Oliveira back because he was closing the distance to get a hold of him, like get in the clinch. And when he pushed him back, he poked the fuck out of both his eyes, and it like dug. And luckily, Oliveira was smart enough to like take his time, and he gave it like 5 minutes because if he in the post-fight interview, he was like, "I wanted to quit, man. Like, I didn't think I could see, but luckily my coach was like, just give it time. You got 5 minutes." And dude, when they started him back up, he started piecing him up, and he was like, "Come on, motherfucker!" Yeah. And he just, dude, it was nasty for 2 rounds, and then he got that gnarly anaconda choke.
Yeah, that was dope.
It was sick. And then, dude, it was a fucking jiu-jitsu night, man.
Definitely.
Lots of fucking tap outs. Damian Maia.
Yeah.
I think it was a rear naked.
Jose Aldo looked good too.
Yeah, he did.
With that fury. He fucking smelt blood and went for it.
Yeah. And he fighting a young lion. I was kind of worried about it, but he looked real good and he was controlling the pace. I feel like he could have thrown some more leg kicks. Because when he did, man, it's like a fucking shotgun. It's fucking wham!
Yeah.
It's so fast. You don't even see it, really. Like, you like see his foot going back down from the calf rather than like, see the whole thing play out. It's already happened. Like, it's like a jet. You hear it before you see it,
Yeah. I
don't know. It was really good fights. I had a good time, and I was fucking stoked they were over at 8 o'clock. I watched something after that. Oh, I watched, have you ever seen The Breakfast Club?
Not the 80s movie?
No, not the 80s movie. It's like a morning talk show.
The
Charlemagne the God.
It's like rappers and
primarily urban show. But
black.
Definitely mostly black. Not always though. I think they had Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of different people in there.
Yeah, but I watched the one with Anderson .Paak, and he was like almost crying at points and shit.
Yeah.
It was pretty deep. The chick is kind of unnecessary in my opinion. She just like ask questions that a chick that wants to fuck a rapper would ask, kind of. Just like, so are you a good dad? Just like interrupting another question. Just like, bitch, they're talking. And not that she's a female, just dumb questions in my opinion.
Yeah.
And what's the worst that's going to happen for saying that? They're going to hear it and blow us up? That'd be awesome. Talk shit about The Breakfast Club. I liked it, and it was really well researched.
Yeah.
And really well done. And the main dude, DJ something, sorry, I've only seen one. But he was badass and really well researched. But it felt a little impersonal in the studio situation. Like, to see him, he had to be like this. Like, his computer was over here, and there was just like screens everywhere, and he had to like look through this whole, it was kind of weird setup to me. But I don't know, it was pretty dope. It was interesting as fuck. It was like 30 minutes, and Anderson .Paak had a crazy story. I went on a whole NPR kick yesterday. Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens.
I was talking to Supergirl.
Supergirl.
I'm getting soft.
She's not Asian.
I don't know, man. Thinking about one girl is better than thinking about every single girl I see all day long. It's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not creepy, like, action-wise, but in my head, man, it's a little fucked up. It's like, I just want to grab her by her ass and throw her against the wall. It's like, you haven't even talked to her.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like, in a good way.
Like, that's what those feminists are talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's instincts, man.
Yeah, it's total just instincts.
But my actions don't. That's the whole thing about the chick that was unhappy with what I said on the podcast. She was like, your actions are nothing like you are on the podcast. You're a completely different person. I'm like, I know. It's fucking awesome. But I'm not a bad person just because I say wild shit. Like,
that's what's funny.
I exaggerate to fucking make a joke. Jokes are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've never listened to this before, we talk a lot of shit. It's very explicit. It's all for comedic purposes.
I've only stuck my finger in my butt like twice.
Really?
Yeah.
On the show?
Not on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, on the show.
I've definitely accidentally...
Nobody saw it.
I've definitely accidentally gone through the toilet paper just like shit finger.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't happened in quite some time, though.
Totally.
My technique improved much over the years.
Just use more toilet paper.
I remember...
Quit being cheap and pulling the plies apart.
I've never done that.
Just like, gotta save money.
I'm not that frugal. I fucking hate when you go, like, the ranch house, just like worth hundreds of millions of dollars, buy one ply toilet paper. Like, you motherfucker. How dare you?
It's just you.
Huh?
It's just you.
Yeah.
That's why they don't care.
Well, they use it too.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Oh, it's hunting toilet papers.
Yeah.
Better than pine cones.
Fuck all that, man.
Leaves.
No, when I was
They just
staying out there.
Just stacks of newspaper behind.
When I was staying out there, I put a big old pack of good out there. I hid it.
Yeah.
I hid it in the closet so nobody would find it.
Strong and soft, or soft?
It doesn't have to be aggressive, but not have elementary
Gotta have
school toilet paper in a
substance.
fucking multi-million-dollar house, huh?
Yeah. Public school paper was horrible.
That's what I'm-
probably even worse today.
That's what I was dealing with, bro. Just like, what the fuck is going on here?
You'd have to get like a giant roll around your hand.
Yeah, and this plumbing can't handle that kind of nonsense. It's very sensitive.
I went through a small phase where I thought I didn't have to wipe my butt.
Mm.
I was probably elementary, going into middle school.
Right?
And I thought I didn't have to wipe my butt, and then things got bad. Got a little nasty.
Yeah.
You gotta wipe your butt.
Definitely wipe your ass. Clean your asshole, everybody.
Mhm.
If you take anything from this, go ahead and clean that asshole.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember a few weird things like that. I remember one time I was pooping. Maybe I had a boner. But I was peeing, and I didn't know. But it was like hitting between the lid and the bowl. And I wasn't like holding my dick. I guess that's when I learned I needed to hold my dick. But it was just going and falling right into my pants. And so I pulled my pants back up, and they were just soaked like a whole
shit.
pee.
Yeah.
You know? And I had siblings and stuff. You can't get away with that kind of shit. Like, if you don't have a whole bat,
Piss
man.
pants.
Yeah, man. There's been some rough times
Mhm.
growing up with siblings. But it teaches you to hold your dick down when you poop if you have a boner. I hate pooping with a boner. Happens. That's why I jerk off before I poop.
So I was like, that's why I jerk off while I poop.
That's aggressive. I always have to pee.
2 birds and a stone.
Yeah, getting stoned with 2 birds in the bathroom. Heater on. Naked.
I just smelt it. Smell of shame and poop.
I'm not ashamed. I got a pretty decent diet. It's not terrible. Sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw the waiter-waitress race. That was fun.
It was fun.
It was fucking
The old
silliness.
snowdown.
We only saw a little bit of it. I was trying to bang a girl that was behind us. That was before I met Supergirl. That's
That
what,
chick wasn't even that hot. You were just...
not the first one.
You were just
her friend was
laying
really
game.
hot. Yeah, it was
To
warming up,
anybody.
dog.
Yeah.
It was warming up. You don't just
So you just sparring.
go straight in the octagon, baby. You gotta
straight
warm
for
up in
that
the
title
locker
fight.
room. Yeah, I was warming up at Steamworks, getting a couple beers in me, getting some courage. Snowdown, baby. There's not a better chance in this fucking town to get laid than
Hitting up cigarette lady.
who's cigarette lady?
The girl that was behind you.
Oh, I don't know. Anybody? Just swinging.
Can you see? Because I can't see.
No, she had a hot friend.
Mm.
I was aiming for the friend.
I was going for cigarette lady.
Whatever, man.
That's my thing. Reminds me of that lady at the lake that I locked eyes with.
Oh yeah, when you're beating it.
Oh, that's good shit.
Hashtag this one time at the lake. I was man, I was thinking about this time we did acid earlier. I forgot.
Hashtag this one time we did acid. It's another one.
It's been a long time. Fuck, man, I had a good story. I forgot it. Sorry. I'm terrible at this. Podcasting is not my future.
Whatever, man. You can't do that. You can't do that on the podcast while we're talking.
I'm just kidding. I love podcasting.
This ain't my future.
I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna
forever.
finish this bottle of tequila and get my life together.
Those two things never go together. Oh, sometimes the hangover will cure
If you
you.
put a 10 strip of acid in that bottle,
Yeah,
that would be fun.
I cannot remember what
I
was
gotta pee
thinking
again,
about.
man. I'm
Jeez.
sorry.
Holy shit.
I need just a pee bottle in here and start doing an Ari Shaffir style.
Ari Shaffir. Well, now I gotta pee, so
But
I guess
then
we'll take a pee break.
I couldn't do it though.
How long have we been going on this fucking episode?
An hour and 15.
That's a weird thing to say on the podcast, I feel.
No, it's not.
Do you guys have any
Whatever.
fucking feedback?
I think the more comfortable that we are about it, we can
Right.
have dead space if it's comfortable. It feels like a real conversation.
we
it's
don't
only
have
when
much
we
dead space.
That's what I'm saying though. When we can have dead space, we
Right.
don't have to ramble anymore like we used to.
Yeah,
Because our conversations are so comfortable.
I was real scared of dead space.
The
at
dead
first.
face, the dead face in the corner over there. The dead space. It feels natural.
I had to look.
Oh shit! What's behind me?
I was thinking earlier if you guys have any feedback, comments. I'm I'm regularly talking about my issues with alcoholism. If you guys are dealing with any fucking addictions that you want to talk about,
hell yes.
me and Phil will fucking talk it out. We won't be too rude to you.
Not at all.
And as always, if you want to fuck, I mean, hit me up. Equal opportunity banger for the most part. This is why I'm never telling Supergirl about this podcast, because I say shit like that.
Equal opportunity banger.
One of the comments the last chick had was, you said that you're super into Latina girls. Like, how am I supposed to compete with that? I was just talking shit.
Goes to bed with a sombrero.
I'm super into Latina girls.
It's like, this isn't what I was talking about.
Yeah, if a girl calls me daddy, I'm creeped out. But Poppy is, I will bust a nut right there.
Maybe not if you learn Spanish. Then it'll feel creepy.
I disagree.
If you learn Spanish.
No, man. The most Spanish I ever knew was when I was dating a Mexican girl. Every time she called me Poppy, I was super into it. But she kind of had a mustache from time to time, so that wasn't the best part. But, if you take care of yourself, I'm cool with it.
Wow.
It's just a hand of cards, man. Everybody gets one. You just got to do the best that you can. All right, now I really got to piss. All right, we'll be right back.
Brian started a new business. He smuggles tequila in his butt.
Yeah. The problem is I can't carry much at once. I feel like a bag or something would be far more
How long did
effective.
this bottle take you to get across the border?
Not as long as it took me to get in there, I'll tell you that. It was a process.
This is
Did you record it?
Should have filled it with cocaine.
This
Is that
is a
fucking
really
much
wide
work?
Yeah.
El Chapo had a bunch of plastic bananas filled with cocaine. Did you see that?
I did not.
It was gnarly.
Did he put it in his butt?
I don't think so, but who could be sure?
He wasn't doing any of the hard work.
No.
He's just the
Just
mastermind
escaping
behind
from
it.
prison.
Yeah.
Gave the president of Mexico allegedly like $100 million.
That'll buy off a politician for sure.
$100 million.
That would buy off an American politician, I
It's
think.
like, hey man, fuck off. Would you just leave me alone?
Yeah.
And I guess gave prison guards like $2 million. Like,
Yeah, I like drug dealers when they're, getting away from the law just because they're drug dealers, but he was killing people
Like
and
a
it gets
lot.
bad when it gets violent, and then they're not as good. But you know about El Chapo, but you don't know any of the people who brought him down, any of the cops, the special investigators.
right.
Do you know any of those guys' names?
No, but they turned like 40 people in El Chapo's like organization, and they have like videos of murder and like some gnarly shit, and they got so much information about how it was getting into the country on submarines and
What?
planes and trucks just through the fucking border,
Yeah.
right by the patrol. They're just driving on in, plastic bananas full of cocaine and just like
bananas.
fucking
There's
love
so
to have
many
one of
different
those
methods.
bananas.
That's why a fucking wall's not going to work.
pickled jalapenos.
I would
Cans of
love-
pickled
shit.
jalapenos, just
Love
full, like a
those.
kilo every
You just
can.
accidentally get one.
That would be
what a
amazing.
great
One
day.
just accidentally goes to Albertsons. You just get a can of cocaine.
Might have to buy a house. like
Whatever.
2.2 pounds of cocaine.
We would be like always study in Philadelphia. Just like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I mean,
All coked out.
that's so much cocaine, though.
I feel like hopefully, like
Like-
if you just found a couple ounces of cocaine in the bushes or something in a briefcase, like, do you think you could control yourself, or would you just do cocaine until the 2 ounces would be gone?
I could definitely control myself.
You think?
There's cocaine in my house
Have
right
you
now.
ever had to? Oh.
A kitchen.
I've never allowed leftover cocaine. No, Phil, I couldn't control myself. The day I find 2 ounces of cocaine is the day I die, goddammit.
Probably. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we all find cocaine, we gotta help each other out.
Watch each other's
Yeah.
back.
Like, no, that's horrible. I hope I could be better about
I
that.
could totally. I've had leftover cocaine.
Me too.
I decided to get
For
it out of
about-
my life
For about a day,
until somebody gave me some cocaine. And then I
About
was
a-
like, I should get some more cocaine.
day and a half.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I've been good. I've been real good.
We
I
have
haven't.
been.
I only did one.
It was snow down, and we were kind of good.
We were kind
I
of
mean,
good.
I'm
Yep.
speaking for myself, not speaking for Brian.
But I didn't buy any more.
Good for you.
Hell yeah. I didn't buy any
I didn't buy any more.
A buddy of mine who works with me.
You can
Found
move that mic anywhere you want, love.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can
Just
I?
keep it close
Oh,
to your
man,
mouth.
the camera's not on you. Keep going.
Do, do, do,
Oh, I
do,
didn't
do,
change
do.
the fucking
It's all right.
buddy
I'll
of
keep
mine.
going.
found about
yeah.
3 ounces up at the mountain on the backside.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Somebody's just blasting down in baggies. So he found 3 ounces and just picked it up, looked around, took off. Best day of his life. Best day of his life.
Found snow in the snow, y'all.
It was. He said it was the magical day.
Yeah.
3 ounces?
It's either a good thing or a bad thing.
I know. I feel bad for the guy who lost it.
Yeah.
Is he still alive? The guy that found it?
I don't know. I don't know who lost it.
No, who found it?
One of my buddies.
Is he
who
alive?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Is he alive?
If he can do it, we can do it.
Yeah.
Phil, I have full confidence that we would still be alive.
Oh, we'd be fine.
Might have a weird week or something, but maybe a weird
Probably
month.
have to
to take a trip to Vegas. Really
give
the
it
full
to some
use
friends.
out of
And this is all just makeup. We don't
This
do
is
cocaine.
all
this is
jokes,
all make believe.
No, I mean,
All fantasy.
have I done cocaine? Maybe, but
Maybe.
not like regularly. Not
I-
real regularly.
I think that's definitely on
Sorry,
my
Mom.
bucket list to do cocaine.
Yeah, I
on,
can't wait to try cocaine.
Yeah, that's definitely on my bucket list. Just doing cocaine.
One day.
Yeah.
I would like to do cocaine
Top 5.
off a stripper's tit or
That would
ass.
be, yeah. Ooh.
Maybe not asshole, ass
okay,
cheek.
Okay.
I feel like you want to get there
Gotta really
early in
define
the
that.
shift.
Private.
Early in the shift.
Yeah,
Again,
I don't want to do
really?
cocaine off a stripper's ass at
Dirty
a
titty.
strip club, like a private thing.
Like at a bachelor party.
Yeah, like at my hotel room.
That is a good time. That's
With-
the way to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to change the battery. You want to pause it? Or
Yeah.
I just
We
don't
can
want
keep-
there. Well, I can put the logo up.
It's gonna be
I'll put the logo up.
hard
It's
with
okay.
the. We can pause.
This is how we're coming back, ladies and gentlemen. My pony.
The ultimate
didn't
karaoke
realize-
song.
I didn't realize how filthy
It's filthy.
the lyrics were on this song.
It's worse than our podcast. Juices flowing down your thigh.
Flossing was still a thing back in the day. I'm sitting here flossing.
Holy
Let's
bejesus.
Ride it.
Coming.
I almost did karaoke on Friday. I was not going to do this song,
You should have.
and now I know.
And you would have had the entire crowd lit up.
Yeah, I was pretty goddamn sober.
Where
I didn't
was
have the
karaoke?
commitment level. 8th Ave.
Oh my gosh. They totally have it. Now we know.
And it's gangster. They have it
Any-
like on every screen.
Any karaoke competition.
Did
we
they do
have
it
to
often
that
or just
song.
for Snowdown?
I bet they do it often. They had a whole setup. Like, they have a booth and shit. And, like,
That would be fun.
shit was pretty real.
Eighth
I was
Ave is one
scared,
of those
man. I wasn't
bars.
going to do it.
No.
There's a couple people that killed it. And this dude, he killed it like I would have killed it if I was drunker. You know, full commitment, not a great voice, but everybody fucking loved his fucking... The song choice was amazing. I can't remember what it was. But it was fucking awesome.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to do Kid Rock. I don't remember what song it was. It was one of the slower songs
Yeah.
at Chelsea's at the mall.
Oh my god, that place was amazing.
It was cool.
And it was right by the arcade.
Such a good
Which is my favorite part.
place.
Yeah, my parents, I kind of grew up in like bars and shit. Like a lot of Clancy's, a lot of Chelsea's.
Especially when after your mom married Bob.
Yeah, that's just where we went. Like if it was the weekend or whatever, we were just at a bar. And a lot of times there was live music and everybody's getting fucked up. And I was just drinking soda, like eating chips all day.
Yeah, he was like the hot England rock star in Farmington. Like
English Bob and the
like-
Regulators.
like a local legend.
Every time they'd start a show, it'd be like, all right, Regulators, mount up. That was a little Australian.
You did sound a little Aussie.
Regulators.
Regulators.
I really want to meet an Australian gal.
I hear they
Wait,
they
don't
sure
we
do
have
like
Aussie night?
Americans.
Hmm?
But isn't it mostly dudes? Or is it chicks too?
Oh, we went one night. There was a bunch of them.
There is a
I
dedicated
allegedly sold
night
weed to a few of them.
Uh-huh.
here in Durango.
Oh, I know that. I just thought it was dudes for some reason.
No, there's girls for
Yeah.
sure.
There's definitely girls.
Yeah.
There's definitely girls.
That was
But-
our first year here when I saw the girls.
Mm.
Really?
Oh yeah, we were selling them
I
all.
think it's more of the
stuff.
summertime when that bus.
Selling them stuff.
Whoa.
T-shirts.
Newspapers.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
This is all alleged.
held here.
This is all alleged. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
But yeah, those Aussies, man, they'll pay top dollar for some Colorado
They go
Newspaper.
to Moe's
Produce. Huh?
for produce.
Yeah.
Does
Uh-huh,
Moe's
and
still
newspapers.
exist, or is it the Starlight Lounge now?
So yeah, definitely
same.
the Starlight.
It's still the same.
Same, but different.
But different. Yeah, I don't really like it there.
They were selling crack to kids.
Really?
I don't think so.
I didn't hear
think it was
that.
more like alcohol to minors.
Yeah, probably.
But I thought crack to kids would be funnier.
I don't know. I don't think I ever got carded there once.
No,
No, I don't
Never.
remember.
But I'm 28, so it's okay.
I have a beard.
Yeah.
they have some interesting cocktails.
I used to always go there because you could just smoke weed on the porch, and then last time I got in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like whiskey and Sprite.
The last time I was there, I was tripping face.
Really?
Oh, yeah. One of my summer nights with one of my girlfriends.
Eduardo?
Yeah, my Sancho.
Yes.
My Sancha.
Eduardo.
And I'm in the back patio just tripping face because it's 505 filled, grinding to some electric DJ music.
Right.
And
If
7
you're
cops roll
horny,
in.
Let's do it.
Yeah, genuine.
Ride it.
Kind of
Ponies
surprised you
my
didn't pull a red
pony.
map
And
there.
I'm just sitting there
Should have.
tripping face. We got to go. 7 cops just pull in the back of the back patio
Through the
of
alley.
Moe's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
The little walkway.
I can't be here right now. I gotta go.
Yeah, fuck
I
all
gotta
that.
go.
Yeah. Cops
7
when you're
cops.
tripping is never fun.
Never.
Terrifying
Never fun.
proposition.
But it was still a good night. I think I came home and stared at the moon. That was the night of the full moon. We had that massive.
Koelle came home. She took a cab home, and I knew she came home because I heard the dogs freaking out, and then I woke up and went out in the living room, and she wasn't there. The dogs were still inside, and I looked outside, and she was just staring in the back of the house or out in the field, just at the moon.
That moon was huge. This was this last summer.
And she was crying.
It was such a beautiful
Turned around,
moon.
and she was like,
I've cried at many a moon. Don't
my
feel
gosh.
bad.
It was sitting in our backyard. It was on the edge of the earth that night. I was just in the dirt, laying down.
It was actually my flashlight. What I was looking for.
Do you cry much?
Fuck yeah.
I cry all the time.
I'm a big baby. I'll
Wait,
cry. I've
are
cried on commercials before.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh! Anything any dog
I almost teared up last night we watched Here Comes the Boom. Kevin James.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Whenever-
Oh my god!
Whenever he
girls
walks out at
singing
the
the
very
intro?
end,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Who did it?" And then the chick points at Joe Rogan. And he's like, and I was like, "Oh fuck, Joe Rogan's such a good person. I can see he can actually do that."
That's how Conor McGregor got that one lady to sing.
For sure. It was
Joe
all
Rogan made a call.
It's like, oh, Joe Rogan.
But I could definitely see Joe Rogan doing that. Though.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm getting I'm teary-eyed right
I'm
now.
crying
Oh,
right now like
gosh.
a bitch. I cry all the time, man. I like
that's
happy
funny
stuff.
shit. Yeah, I cry more for the happy stuff.
I started watching the Ted Bundy Netflix, Ted Bundy
I
tapes.
started watching it.
Ooh,
It was
it's
making
dark.
me feel creepy.
Yeah. Luckily, I mean, I still want to watch it because I feel like I need to get acquainted with the world, and it's a historical event. And I listen to Dan Cummins' Time Suck, and he's always talking about serial killers and shit. I can handle it. you
Yeah.
know? But
It does interest me why people would do something like that.
right, and I feel like it's just something you need to be aware of.
It was just I watched it right after I got done playing Red Dead Redemption. I was like, I should stop filling my head with such horrible things.
yeah.
Right after.
I need to play.
Right
Red
when
Dead
I
Redemption
started it.
right now.
It was when they were like, what kind of man could just tear young girls apart? And I was like, aren't there fights tonight? And just like, oh shit, they're starting now. Too bad I can't watch this.
It's way different.
Dude, it is aggressive.
Yeah.
So dark. But the Manson stuff, I've watched some Manson stuff. I'm really trying to get educated on the world.
Yeah, the Manson stuff was a lot different
Way different
than Ted
That
Bundy.
was a cult following.
Yeah. They were just
Compared to
crazy, and
the
that's what kind of
Bundy.
killed the hippie generation.
Mhm.
That was like the nail in the coffin. Like, yep, these guys are fucking crazy. They're eating acid and killing people. And he
then
was. There was
everything else
just
just got associated with
the one.
that hippie
Yeah,
scene.
everybody was like
Oh.
hippies or
Yeah, but that was
crazy
before the
people.
goddamn internet. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I understand ignorance in those times, but ignorance
Acid
now.
was the internet then.
Exactly. Go ahead and tap on into the fucking
Yeah.
multiverse. Everybody's here. You guys want to take some acid and watch Spider-Man?
Right
Probably.
now,
Cartoon? No.
I was like,
That sounds amazing.
I gotta
I
go
don't
to
know.
jujitsu tomorrow.
yeah.
I definitely want to do
None
that
of us have acid, so we can't do that.
with some
We
cartoons.
there's certain things that are just jokes, folks.
Everything.
jokes.
Everything. Yeah.
Again,
We're
Toy
not even
Story
real.
4?
These
But
are
I
just
think
characters.
Into the Spider-Verse on a little bit of hallucinogens would be fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It's not that aggressive. It's like PG-13 or something. Like,
that
How
sounds
long-
fun.
We
I've
watched
waited
Fear and Loathing.
so long
Be
for
fine.
Incredibles 2, and now there's going to be a Toy Story 4.
oh,
Oh,
does it
Oh,
make you
yes.
make you want to have children or not
No, I
really?
just
It doesn't
wanna
even
go
make you
watch-
think of that.
No, it makes me want to eat acid and go to the movies.
I want to go to the movies.
See, I'm
We
weird.
can't do that when we have children.
I was walking by the park the other day, and me and Haley went and fucking fucked around on the playground because her parents are in town, and we were just hanging out. And just going down the slide, I was like, dang, I kind of want to have a kid. And then my fucking manly side was like, stop being a bitch.
I
was
mean,
weird.
yeah, I mean, it sounds wonderful to have children, but at
Right.
the same time,
Seems aggressive.
Less acid Toy Story adventures.
I know.
It's
I
true.
mean, like,
Well, I never do
where's
it anyway.
my time?
Right. That's
No?
true.
Where's my time?
I mean, I feel
wanna
like
go play on the
that's half the
slide.
reason people get divorced, so they can have 50% of their time alone. Fuck.
You gotta have some of that.
It kind of makes sense. I
Mhm.
mean, especially if you hate your sibling or your
spouse.
Spouse. It was an
You
S
shouldn't
word.
be married to your sibling.
Please don't.
No.
Like, that's illegal.
That's
Green light
some-
weekend not approved.
Agreed. Agreed.
Don't
Koelle
fuck your
has
sister.
full veto power when it comes
Not
to the Green Light
approved.
Weekend laws.
I allow a lot of things not approved.
She's not into the incest
Not
stuff.
approved.
What if it's like stepbrother, stepsister porn? You know they're not really related. I mean, even in real life, but you know they're
I
not.
find myself watching those ones just with muted though, because those chicks are super hot.
Yeah.
in those ones.
It's,
Really?
you
Yeah.
get you get a
I've never
youthful
seen.
crowd
Yeah.
in that genre.
They're definitely
you do.
super
You do.
hot.
Do you?
You really do. You get a couple.
Youthful.
They're
You
trying
get some
to get
dime
the
pieces.
stepsister, but like if you turn the music or the sound on, it's just like, oh, mom's out.
Oh God.
mom's
no,
out of the
that-
house,
That's immediate.
and then she
yeah.
like starts sucking his dick, and he's like, I'm just your stepsister.
My
Just like-
friends are
That's-
coming
yeah, you
over.
have
Get
to
out
do
of
that.
here.
Yeah.
Get-
No, I'm not leaving.
Then
What
you-
do I got to do to make you leave? And then they're
bang me
fucking-
and my
Yeah.
friends. That's fun.
Wow. Yeah, you
That one's good
definitely
too.
Have to have that muted.
I mute it and make my own sounds.
I could. That was.
Hmm.
That's a turn off if the sounds are on. I was like, oh God, no.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's
It's huge. It's all over Pornhub.
Really?
You go to the Pornhub.
Yeah, but Trump's president.
That's
you know what I'm
more
saying?
than-
Like,
Oh
not
yeah.
that
you go to
impressive.
the Pornhub homepage, and it's like the recommended ones are like step sibling, stepmom.
did you guys watch pterodactyl porn together?
No,
No,
what?
we
I
have not.
haven't.
Wait for a special night.
Okay.
That
Your
was
anniversary.
That was
Sure.
me, you, and Sean Moe's special moment.
That was
okay.
your. Yeah. I mean,
I can't have that with anybody else.
Is
that a I- rule?
Does that mean I can't either?
Well,
again,
What if Supergirl's really
is
into
it too late?
pterodactyls?
Is it too late?
when we shared that with the world, I think the world was also in on it. So I did get to experience some of the.
What if a girl is really like her dream is to be a paleontologist, and I'm like, do I have the porn for you?
You know what? That
Trying
would
to get
be
her
the
fired
winner.
up, you know, trying to get those loins warmed up,
That's
as it were,
That's gonna
like
do
you're
it.
cooking a ham. Jesus, that was rough.
I just cooked a ham.
Did you?
I didn't.
It was good.
Koelle cooked it.
I don't
I lied.
Don't associate
I don't cook
my ham with
complicated stuff.
pterodactyl porn, please. Like I don't want to.
When
When you think about it, it's very similar,
Koelle.
Koelle. Pterodactyl
Don't
porn and
ruin
your
my
ham in
ham
particular.
now.
No, not at all.
Oh,
Not the same, and they're different.
fair enough.
Pterodactyl porn is, I think, something only Sean Moe watches.
Right. I mean, obviously somebody
Old
else.
Juicy Lips McGee.
Somebody had to make it, you know, so somebody was into it. So who do you guys want to lose the Super Bowl?
Patriots.
Definitely the Patriots.
Is it the second quarter?
Mm-hmm.
Hot damn, we missed the first quarter of the Super Bowl, folks.
That's how cool we are.
Oh, this podcast has really gone downhill.
As in, oh my gosh!
Has nothing to do with you, has
No,
everything to do with me. I'm a real piece of shit.
Wow.
No, it's okay. Everybody that listens knows. Did you know that this last month was our best month ever, Koelle?
That's fucking awesome.
Because after we took a big dip in numbers, it got real seriously low and shitty.
You have to smoke
Well, I mean,
weed.
are you kidding
it's
me?
celebration.
You'll
You'll be fine. We're going to end the podcast here soon.
No, we're almost
Okay,
done.
well, the thing is, I mean, you have to realize people are busy during the holidays. Now they're coming around and people are actually spending time.
Not if they were real fans, you know.
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
well,
I don't give a fuck.
Shout out Nathan.
Yeah,
Our boy
in
Nathan,
North
I think
Carolina.
he's one of our biggest fans.
Yeah, he's reached out. He was one of the people that reached out and was like, "Man, don't be sorry. Shit sounds great over here." He's
That's
like,
good.
"Fuck your friends. Throw them under the bus."
That's
I
what
think
my
it's
dad
awesome,
said.
dude. I think it's funny, and I respect that.
That's what my dad said.
But I love my friends as well, so I'm gonna try not to burn too many bridges.
don't.
We'll have to have James
Somebody's
got
gotta
to
watch my dog
He
when
needs
I
to be
go
able
out
to
of town.
defend himself.
You know? Just kidding.
Not saying that you talk shit about James.
Not ever. Not
But-
once. I love James.
No. He's a good guy. I've heard he's got a giant cock.
Dude, I saw his
A
dick.
big one. Huge.
I have.
I saw his dick. I was
Huge.
pretty impressed. It was.
Good for you
He's
guys.
hanging
I'm
in
glad
there.
you guys are taking your relationship to the next
Well,
level.
we're trying to become Eskimo brothers.
I'm so
Brian-
proud of you.
Brian bought
really,
flowers.
They're bonding.
We're trying to
What
become
are you guys
Eskimo
gonna do for
brothers.
Valentine's Day?
Probably fuck.
Good.
Thinking about shaving my balls.
Wow,
We'll see.
you're really trying to one up this relationship with him.
Damn, that was my idea. I was going to shave my balls. I was going
Really?
to shave my bush and do a heart for you.
Why? You can still do it.
That's
I'm
so
still
sweet,
going
babe.
to try.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it.
Like a
Let
kidney
me
bean.
do it. Let me do it.
Like a liver.
You guys should just have a waxing session together.
No, that seems
That
aggressive.
sounds really
Oh,
bad.
really?
Sounds like a bad
That's-
time.
Yeah,
When is it? Oh man, it's like right before. Fuck. I
I'm
feel like
taking
I gotta
off.
put off
I'm
asking
leaving.
out Supergirl for a couple weeks. Valentine's is a big one.
I'm leaving. I'm
It's
getting
weird.
the fuck out of town.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Angel Fire and go ride.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you leaving
Leaving
Phil
me?
here? Are you going with Jess?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
This
So
is-
that means me
seems
and
like a
Phil
good
are gonna
time.
Spend Valentine's
Seems
together.
like a good time for me to try cocaine.
There
Oh.
oh yeah, you, James, and Brian.
Yeah,
can
we all
just,
could try
Hold
cocaine
on.
for the
Oh,
first
that's-
time.
James.
That's
Fuck
the,
that
That'll be your Valentine's Day podcast.
I wonder if
guys.
there's a UFC that weekend.
Who knows?
I don't know. I thought there was one this weekend.
We'll build a bridge with James, watch some fights, try cocaine for the first
Oh
time,
my
and see where the
gosh,
weekend
guys.
takes us.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a full moon too, because I'm looking for a romantic evening. If you know what I'm saying.
But is this outside fucking snowman?
Hey, as long as nobody's getting hurt, right?
Wow, really? Snowman? You think we're? Oh, I guess we are gonna get pounded this week.
Ba-doom-ts.
James is.
Oh man.
Oh wait, Valentine's is next
James.
week.
Next week. You have some time.
Give it
You gotta
time.
build that relationship up again.
I'm gonna have to warm up,
Mm.
practice. Nah, I'm not gonna fuck James. We'll see. We'll see.
See how the mood swings.
Hashtag love James.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys think
Love you guys.
had about a good week?
We had a great
You
week.
got anything inspirational to
It's
tell
good.
the people, Koelle?
Love yourself.
I said don't be
Hey,
a fat
that's
piece of
my
shit
line.
earlier.
We can share
You
it.
can't steal my lines.
You guys are
strong, people.
basically a team. Teamwork makes the dream work.
We're a
I
team.
hope you shave your balls.
I like that. That's gonna be my new one.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone, take care of yourself.
Take care of your balls.
Definitely take care of yourself. Take care of your balls.
Wash your
Love, James.
pussy.
Yeah, start thinking about Valentine's Day if you have a significant other, because trust me, when you're doing the last minute thing, it generally doesn't pay off. And just pro tip, like, flowers are cheap as fuck at the grocery store.
I'm gonna make a chocolate mold of my dick.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck yeah. Do I
Really?
get one?
Yeah.
Is it
I was
mine
gonna-
sugar-free,
Me and James
right?
will split it.
Sugar-free?
that was a given. I make 2 of everything. When I make a mold of my cock, I give one to Brian too.
That's fine.
I'm Phil's podcast wife. We're essentially in love.
It's okay. You guys are adorable.
Goddamn right
Great
we
couple.
are.
And that's why I'm leaving you. I'm gonna go have and I'm gonna go have Galentine's Day and go eat mushrooms in Angel Fire.
She's gonna
Allegedly.
eat mushrooms
And I'm gonna
and
leave you two together to enjoy your Valentine's Day.
play with boobs.
Yeah. I don't know. I
not
might
fair.
try to hang out with
Really?
Supergirl.
I'm gonna go bust in the country club, see what I can get. Yeah, Angel Fire Country Club. The
Country.
elite.
You're gonna try cocaine too?
Uh-huh.
The Angel Fire
Club?
Cocaine
Plenty
Club.
well, oh yeah. At the country club, I think I could score some there.
Probably.
Some of those rich fucks.
Shit.
Well-
We might all be doing cocaine for the first time on Valentine's Day. That's exciting. Yeah. Tell them how to get a hold of us, Phil.
Oh, Instagram GLW_podcast.
Goddamn right.
Greenlightweekend at gmail.com. Woo! We shouldn't ask for dick pics. If you want to send some Some
No,
boob
send
shots.
your ideas of
Ideas.
dick molds.
Yeah.
Dick mold ideas.
You have any topics you want us to talk about?
Valentine's Day is around the corner.
You going
everyone.
through any shit that you've heard us talk about? We'll talk.
We can
We'll
talk
talk
about
through it,
We
babe.
can talk about alcoholism.
What's the best
Definitely.
thing you do for Valentine's Day for your lovers?
Shave your pubes into a heart.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Go ahead and get rid of that ducktail out the back.
Number
You know
one.
what I'm saying?
Like Family Feud. Ding! Shave your balls into a heart.
Instagram
pubes.
was advertising a pube trimmer to me the other day. I don't know. I haven't looked at
Wow.
it.
Yeah,
at all,
okay, that's.
but it was called the
most
Lawnmower
like-
2.0 if you're interested. It looked good.
I'm gonna check some wholesalers and see if that's a hot product.
It was like, are you tired of nicking
I'll
your ball sack?
I'll target Brian.
Valentine's Day sales.
I am tired of nicking my ball sack.
Yeah, this one's supposed to not nick your ball sack.
Hmm.
That's what I heard.
You can make
That's what I've
millions
always
next week.
looked out of a nut shaver.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one so I can clean it up. Clean it up for Valentine's Day, if you know what I'm saying. Just in case I do.
Yeah.
I do decide to court a young lady. I'm a classy bitch when I really go for it. And Valentine's Day is a time where you could actually like dress the fuck up without
Mhm.
looking like a piece of shit.
And treat James right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make him shave his balls too. James, if you're listening, go ahead and clean up the fucking pubes, huh, bud? So yeah, you know how to get a hold of us, everybody. We love you very much. Closing statements.
Shave
Judge?
balls.
Shave your balls, wash your assholes, wash your pussies. Get out there, try to be the best you can. It's only Wednesday, motherfuckers. Don't give up now. Finish the week strong. Happy fucking weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Or week.
Boop,
Whatever.
boop.
Suck a
Can
dick.
you feel what I'm saying? Rhyme slanging, beat banging from the pavement to the backwoods. Put your hands down if you're trying to act hood. I don't care about your steez or how you be swagging. Punks moving backwards, I'm sitting back laughing. Like what happened to the real? I be with that hip hop plus a hot meal, saying this is why you ain't, this is why you ain't, this is why you never will be great. Man, come on, for goodness sake, never have to brag or boast. My verses do the walking and you talking like a joke. Tatted on your throat, well I think your ink's whack. I'm shitting on you bitches, yeah, this my stink rap. Rock a bright pink cap and some lime green pants. Smacking mama's ass, what you think about that? Yo, I'ma bring it back with a cool 32. Hustle lava lyrics dropping right on top your crew. It's going to erupt like it's about to blow. I don't give a fuck, y'all already know. I'm running for my life, that's right, I'm motivated. Won't stop till I'm on top, elevated. You're gonna do it, son. My mama be telling me, stay away from drugs and don't be catching felonies. Nah, never. Just for the record, ma, I'd rather sell a record. And you know that I've always loved being under pressure. Yeah, get that money talking, saying be patient. Big money, honey, opportunity creating. It's so basic, bring it to your faces. Ain't no way I'll ever let nobody tell me that I ain't sick. Not a challenge that I couldn't hang with. Put your test to rest, guarantee you I will ace it. Haters still hating, people still painting. Wanna hear this shit bang on every block and every base. Speaking of the devil, get up on my level. We on the base in trouble, we gon' do this shit forever. And them ponies need to step up, but I don't think that they could catch up. We mash them like tomatoes, good on pretty much whatever. Honestly, I'm in no need of any extra flavor. Any time of day, I get poppin' like bacon. What you thinking? We munchin' every beat. Got the bounce down version playing in the back seat. Let me put it this way, loving this life. Get up on stage, drum bass, one mic every night. New place, same name on the dough. You rushing to the show, fighting for the front row. Yo, I don't give a hoe, anything too nice. Nintendo 6-4, got the game up in the vice. That's right, you bitch. You ain't playing like this, that's a bet. And I'm betting that I strike rich, pot of gold type shit. I'm 0.5 Irish, dark brown iris and long eyelashes. Man, I'm so damn handsome. Young buck Spaniard, girls hanging around my neck like backstage lanyards. Faster and faster, I'm killing all of them bastards. But thinking trip ain't the master, just go lie down in the pasture. Call up your pastor and ask him what's going to happen after. Swing, swing, batter, batter, you cannot defeat my chatter, get it? Hey, batter, batter, tell me why you playing Little League. If you still can't see, then maybe you should be climbing trees. I'm number one, came straight out of 91, having fun, spitting like guns. Alright, I'm done.